Hello everybody, and welcome to our weekly Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition online role-playing adventures. We live stream our sessions every Friday evening. You can keep up with our adventures on YouTube as well as catch weekly recaps on RogueWatson.com. I'm Chris, your Dungeon Master, and I'm joined by our awesome players. Eric playing Kazan, the half-elf warlock paladin. Hello, Eric.
Hello.
Heather playing Brysis, the tiefling sorcerer. Hello, Heather.
Hello.
Reese playing Tim, the Warforged cleric fighter. Hello, Reese.
Hello.
Rochelle playing Corinne, the blue dragonborn sorcerer. Happy birthday, Rochelle.
Oh, God. I don't know why you had to remind me. I'm having a hard time with this birthday.
Are you?
Thanks for bringing me down. Yeah.
Now it's time to play the game. And Raymond.
Not in my 20s anymore.
Oh.
Oh, you're the Dirty 30 Club now?
Yes.
Welcome.
Yeah, your last one here.
Packet soon.
And screw the 20s. That was easily the worst decade of my life. 30s are way better.
Oh, but thank you for the happy birthday also.
And Raymond playing Halfred the Halfling Ranger. Hello, Raymond.
Hi.
We use Roll20.net for our tabletop campaign and video chat, and I am recording it all using Open Broadcaster software.
How old were you when you got married?
Me? Oh, yes.
Oh, Eric.
Yeah, I have no idea. Oh, him?
26.
Okay. Continue.
Information logged. Reese is making a comparison chart. How good will
Wait,
my
how old
30s
were you
be?
when you had your daughter? That's the other. No?
How old is your daughter? I don't do
Calcul-
math.
Calculating?
6?
In your 20s, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Continue.
Worst decade of your life.
I stand by that.
With a number of tasks ahead of them, the party decided to first take the trek to Ardeep Forest to look into the clues Clouth had given them regarding Tim's origins. Using the Harper network to teleport to Waterdeep, they set out, stopping briefly in to check on Morak and the people of Nightstone, who had been busy rebuilding the destroyed town. They proceeded deep into Ardeep Forest. Tim's memory is returning in sporadic bursts as they went. He remembered being near the river, so they followed that in. Halfred soon sensed some monstrosities in the area, so they proceeded with caution. Tim was heedless, at times overjoyed at recognizing familiar sights, like a puddle full of leeches, as they drew closer to his cabin. They turned south, crossing the river, and saw large spiderwebs laid over the trees to the southwest. Tim pointed to the southeast, but Corinne was too curious to leave massive spiderwebs just hanging around, and proceeded to use Mage Hand to begin detangling them from the trees. On cue, a trio of ettercaps descended down from the trees above them. The grotesque humanoid spiders proved little match for them, and as they slew two of them quickly, the third began chittering in alarm and was answered by a disturbingly loud chittering. A single giant spider emerged from the trees, its long, pointed legs slamming down into the ground in an attempt to impale its enemies. The sword spider began skewering several of the parties in turn, including Bryce's summoned saber-toothed tiger from her bag of tricks. The party loosed a number of spells and abilities on the creature, downing it before it did more than minor damage to them. From farther beyond the webs, Corinne heard a voice from deep in the web-infested area, and they followed it to investigate. A dryad stepped out from behind a web-covered tree and thanked them for killing the creatures. The dryad confirmed that the cabin lay to the east and warned them that several other figures who looked like Tim had come looking there and hadn't left the area. They proceeded to the cabin, literally chasing after Tim. The body of his master still lay on the ground outside the cabin where he had left them, before his awareness and faculties had fully awakened. The cabin was just as he had left it. He used his sacred flame to light the fireplace and began reading from the journal. The journal was written by the man he once thought was his creator and god, Enebrin Marbrand, the man whose corpse lay outside the cabin. It teased out details of the man trying to get Tim to remember his past life. The final pages gave the answer. T.I.M. were the initials of Timerius Inkstadt Marbrand, a cleric of Lathander and brother of Enebrin. The two were adventurers, but stumbled upon the tower where the Blue Dragon created her warforged army. Timerius fell and was subjected to the brutal process of forcing his soul into a golem. Enabrin paid the Zentarum to recover the newly forged golem and secluded themselves in our deep forest, where he tried to get his brother to remember who he once was. The journal entry also revealed 2 magic items that Tim once owned, a sword and shield. The sword was recovered, buried in a cave nearby, but the shield remained in the tower where Timerius fell. At the same time as this revelation, the Warforged the Dryad had warned them about approached the cabin from the south. Halfred called out a warning as they turned to watch a robed Warforged and a giant golem approach them, the robed figure raising his hand to cast a spell.
Is it the spell of friendship?
Spell of greetings. We come in
Michelle, the
peace.
chat is wishing you a happy birthday.
Oh, thank you, chat.
Okay, yes. So, Halfred, you were on guard and paying attention, and you perceived these 2 figures coming out from the trees and approaching you, and the robed figure beginning to raise his hand to cast a spell.
Carrying beers?
We brought beer. We got a cooler right over there.
Which one's raising his hand? The
The
big
mage.
giant or the
The one with the robes, not the giant. And you see the robed figure looks similar to Warforged that you guys have fought before. He has a face very similar to Tim's, but he's wearing the robes of a wizard. The other one stands a full 9 feet tall and is heavily muscled and covered in metal as opposed to the wood and stone of the Warforged. Or the Warforged mage beside him. He is also covered in large runes, the metal over his body. But you do see in the face the same similar look of the Warforged that you see in the others.
That dude is so gonna be resistant to spells.
Are you giving us a chance to act, or are we in combat right now?
You are in combat.
Wait a minute.
There is a surprise round that the 2 Warforged and Halfred will be a part of.
Are you couldn't have called out a warning or something?
The DM didn't give me a chance.
No, I did not.
Somewhere between last session and this session, I didn't get a chance to do anything.
I think what was it? You like knocked an arrow. I think is what you were typing in the chat.
Wow, what advantage? I still got a 10.
There we go. Boy, okay. Okie doke. You got a 10, Halfred.
I know.
Just wanted to make sure.
That's garbage pants.
Thanks for reminding me.
You are welcome. All right. The 2 are going to approach you all quickly. They're not, unlike the other 2 Warforged that you fought in the past, who were talkative and especially towards Tim. These 2 seem to be full of just intent and action. They are simply approaching you and with hostility in their hearts.
Ooh, a language we understand.
With murder in their eyes.
That's right.
There's a language of violence.
Guardian's gonna go first. The large one is going to approach you, Tim,
Good lord.
I'm Halfred.
Iron
That's
Giant.
that's what I meant. Alfred.
The smaller Tim.
And he is
Wait.
going.
You want that guy behind me?
Halfred, as you're saying that, Halfred, you do hear the robed figure behind the big one say, "The mistress no longer wants any of you."
Oh shit.
Oh, we're damaged goods now. Now, how does Halfred see these guys coming, knock an arrow, and just stand there while this giant fucking robot comes up to him?
I mean, he rolls a 10 initiative. That's how.
Well, let's be honest here. Halfred's like 2.5 feet tall, 3 feet tall, and this guy's like 10 feet tall.
It's like a butterfly flew by and he got a little distracted.
Yeah.
You can tank, right, Halfred? Ugh.
Oh,
God
oh,
damn.
oh.
Oh, I didn't know you were wearing that.
I am.
Wow.
For a while.
We've never seen that in action before.
'Cause
A crit
Halfred's never-
against you becomes a normal
Alfred's
thing.
never been hit before.
No, he hasn't. He's an archer
Right.
and he flies.
I sacrificed 1 AC. Because it's 1
Oh,
AC less than my
okay.
previous armor.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Leather. Yeah. Whoops, wrong one. But it's 1 less AC. But I'm like, just in case.
Oh, so that 13 does hit?
Wait.
Well, that's probably without his dex bonus.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
right,
that
right,
should-
okay.
That's just the AC of his armor.
Okay, I was about to say, like, I thought it was higher.
Oh, I'm very confused. What is AC?
Armor plus 6.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I don't know what happened because the adamantine armor is 13.
I think your AC says 14.
Yeah, but my dex modifier is a 4.
Oh. Well, maybe adamantine armor isn't...
Click. Are you clicking the AC on the top of your character sheet? Because that's what should include it all. Oh, adamantine has a.
It may not...
What is the base version of that armor?
That's a good question. I mean...
What?
You know what I think it is? I think the adamantine armor might be one of the heavier armors that doesn't use dex.
Well, some of them limit how much you can use.
Oh, wait.
Is it...
He's our nimble ranger, like walking around. Kong,
No, that would have been a foolish thing.
Let's see.
Right.
Let's see what 13 plus
Well,
1
we
should
won't
be.
worry about it now because it's still gonna hit. It just won't be a crit.
So
What are you getting the plus 1 from then? If
I don't know.
The AC
I gotta
is...
look it up.
Okay.
that
But
might be
doesn't matter.
his.
Because, I mean,
It might be an item he has.
I mean, that's possible.
If it's heavier armor, then he might only be getting +1 from his dex.
I'll have to look up adamantine armor. I don't remember the stats on it. But for now, it doesn't matter. 'Cause
Okay. Yeah. So that's just 8. It's not the extra 2d6.
Right. So, 8 damage.
All right.
See what happens when you hit Halford? We get all confused about how the hell it even works.
I haven't
How do you D&D?
I haven't calculated my armor. Who needs that? I
I'm not supposed to
fly.
get hit. This doesn't make sense.
All right. Yeah, that is the. I don't.
Huh. Well, leather is correct. Alright.
Because leather is what, 11 plus
11
all of your
plus
dex?
4 is 15. It says 15 here.
Yeah.
Reason.
Maybe it's a chain shirt. Was it a chain shirt? Because chain shirt is 13 plus dex modifier max 2.
I know. I'll double check it.
But that should be 15 if that's the case.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Look it up.
Uh,
I take 8 damage.
8 damage. Yes.
Ha! Can't crit me.
On a second.
He rolled pretty bad for damage on that, too.
Yeah, he did. It's the best one I got. The other one, the mage, is going to raise his hand
Am I the only one terrified and heard Chris say, "What's the best one I've got"? Anybody?
I mean,
Anybody else?
He knows he's only gonna get a couple rounds of that mage.
Yeah.
You gotta fucking burn the nitrous with the mages, man.
yeah. And you see him pull out of a pouch a little bit of something that you can't quite identify, and he puts his hand out, and from his hand, this nasty green-looking mist shoots out towards you. And... Not as big as I thought it was going to be.
20-foot radius isn't big.
Oh, radius. Yeah, never mind. There we
Wait,
go.
should
That's
work
what...
on that?
And he shoots it almost right at you, Kaz, and it nails the door right by your side, this burst of green smoke, and the smoke just spreads from that point. It's the best.
Oh god, the skeletal hand.
The hand of death.
That's a crazy looking.
Yeah. And I will need... Oh, no, it's when you enter the spell for the first time on a turn or start your turn here. So it's not immediate. 5d8 on a failed save, half as much on a successful save.
Hmm. So it moves 10 feet away from you. That's good to know. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And that is all he's going to do. He's going to step behind the Guardian. And you all note that when he steps behind the Guardian, it's almost impossible to see him. He is fully obscured by the large metal legs of this and torso of this big metal creature. And
tactic somehow.
Tim, it's your turn.
Wait, I got a surprise round, didn't I?
Oh yeah, you do. I'm sorry. You get to go. So, roll your Constitution save, please, for 23 damage.
Whoa, I thought it was 18.
You roll damage each time.
I'll roll it each time. Yeah, I'm not gonna roll with the same damage for.
Son of a bitch.
Oh boy.
Damn.
Hold on.
Lucky. DC. Yeah, the DC is 11. It's not a terribly high DC.
So I can re-roll it again, right? I just click it again.
Yeah.
Or saving throw. Yep.
Son of a
No.
bitch.
Oh man. You
That's not
You have inspiration?
No.
Keep going.
23 damage. I assume I can only use it once.
I think so. Yeah.
Alfred.
You punk. Alright. 5, 10, 15.
Circles around.
I know where you are.
Ah, go away.
Oh!
Boy.
He just like wall ran along the cone.
That's not great damage, but I didn't realize that 30 is what you crit with. Jeez Louise. Hold on a second. He takes the 7 damage.
Oh yeah, you gotta roll.
Yes. Yes, he does.
You could do some levels of rogue or something, get more damage.
Okay. Alfred, you run around, and as you run around, you just put an arrow right into the hand of this Warforged mage. And
Wow.
the cloud...
Concentration
It's a
spell?
concentration
Nice.
spell. The cloud dissipates.
Nice job. That was amazing.
Yay.
That was badass.
And he knocks another arrow as he's recovering from his hand injury. Uh-oh.
I didn't mean to click that.
Oh, I was like, everyone turned white.
Everyone disconnected.
Private meeting.
Okay, it's another 12.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then as a bonus action. What's the
Alright,
damage?
how have you rolled a 1 on every single damage? You need my ability where you can fucking re-roll the damage.
Yeah. That also hits. So you slash at him. So you just run around the back of that guardian and just start laying into him point blank.
While he's dazzled, I use the rest of my movements.
Yeah. Okay. The guardian will attack you if you do that.
Okay, hold on.
Oh. Okay.
What?
Oh.
That. I don't remember that. Probably because you never been hit before.
Look at me,
Once
man.
again-
Alfred's pulling out all this new shit.
I've never been in melee before, but now that I am.
All these skills.
All right. The golem swings wide at you.
Miss.
All right, we are up at a normal round. Tim, you are up.
So just out of curiosity, would Dispel Magic have worked on the Cloud Kill?
That's a good question. Is Dispel Magic like an area effect?
Oh, it says for each spell of 4th or higher on the target, let's make an ability check.
Oh, so if you were to cast it on the mage, is that?
That's what I'm wondering. The wording is...
For
Unclear.
each spell of 4th level or higher on the target, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. Yeah, I would rule out that the casting mage would be the contested check.
We roll it real quick, Tim.
Although you're the DM.
I just want, oh, you did roll it. Okay. She's a creature. Yeah, I would say that works.
Okay. Alright.
Oh, it's not contested, it's a DC, okay. DC equals 10 plus the spell.
Instead, I'll cast Spirit Guardians.
I swear you did that in our last campaign.
Spirit Guardians. I will turn on your... Everyone see that?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
I just missed him.
Oh, yeah.
What does that do?
Oh, this is... Oh, I thought... Never mind. It is concentrated. This is the ongoing one.
Uh-huh.
Halved. The creature enters the area for the first time and starts its turn there. It must make a wisdom save. Okay. Yeah. Gotcha.
And
Okay.
their speed is halved.
Halved. Yeah.
And... I'll do action... No, I can't reach anyone. Yep, I'm done.
Okay. Barisis.
That's me. Well, I was going to try and polymorph the big guy into a chicken, but since you have that up, I won't do that.
And where's Halfred?
Behind the mage.
Yeah, you're right behind.
All we know is you ran around the golem.
Yeah, you don't see anything back there. You don't know what's
Is
going
it
on.
still supposed to be obscured?
You can see Halfred from where you're at, but the mage himself is... You can't see him behind the big
Okay.
metal body.
I guess with my human eyes, I see the opposite.
Mm.
A human
Oh, man. Do trees count as objects?
Depends on what you're doing. Tell me what you're thinking, and I will tell you if a tree qualifies as an object in that scenario.
I want to know if the big old tree next to the big robot man counts as an object, so it can wake up and smash him.
Yes.
Sweet. Then I'm going to animate the tree.
Okay. Animate animated tree.
I want the one right next to the big robot dude.
Let's see if I have a tree token anywhere.
I'm assuming the tree would count as like a large or a huge one, right?
Yeah, probably.
How big are these trees? Large, in terms of games, is basically the same as a medium in terms of token size. It's huge, that's the actual, like, one step higher.
Yeah. I figured it would be a huge.
Yeah, because small, medium, and large are basically all pretty similar, according to the token system.
Okay. I'm just gonna put a bright colored tree that we can designate as. How big is huge? 3 square? I think.
Huge is. Oh, is the golem large then?
Golem is large.
2
Yes.
by 2? Oh, okay. I guess large is bigger then. My bad. Yeah, large is golem size and huge is 3 by 3, I guess.
All right. So you animated one huge tree.
Mm-hmm.
I have not built any objects for you, so I don't know what the roll is. I have to look that up. Animate.
Is it in the compendium? Should be.
Yeah, I'm thinking it should be. Huge. HP 80. AC 10. Yes.
That sounds pretty good. I'll take it.
That's a massive hit.
Yep.
Mm. And I want him to come smashy down right on top of the metal dude.
All right, I'll let you roll the
D20 plus 8.
Yeah, is it plus? Oh yeah, to hit plus 8. Yes, roll the d20 plus 8, please.
Point your finger and this tree just turns around with this branch.
Yep.
Smacks it. Oh, that's a crit!
yeah.
Wow.
The tree just comes down with full force of its branches.
So is that 2d12 plus 4 plus 2d12 with the crit?
That is exactly what it is. You can roll them.
Yes.
You can roll them separately if you want, but it's 2d12 plus 4, and then another 2d12.
/ roll 2d12 plus 4 plus 2d12. Let's see if that works. I don't know if this will work or not.
That did. That was to the big guy, right?
Yes.
Okay. The tree
Pretty
just.
good damage.
Yeah, the tree just all of its weight just comes down
Yeah.
on this warforged golem here.
Wow.
He takes a full hit.
Wow.
Okay.
And then I look at the tree and go, thumbs up.
The tree gives you thumbs up with its branches.
Its intelligence is a 3 according to this thing.
It's
Smarter
slavers.
than the average bear.
Yeah.
I think literally.
Kazan, from behind you, you hear 2 large thuds on the roof of the cabin. And you hear footsteps coming your direction. And then you hear those footsteps come to the edge of the cabin and leap off. And landing right next to you, 2 gargoyles.
I would like to use my reaction to turn around and thrust upward. Can I?
You can do that. Also, Tim, your thing can go off on these guys as they enter your field from above.
Yes.
So, Kazan, you go ahead and do yours. On which one, left or the right one?
I think I might be able to attack both with my ability, right?
Yes, you could.
Does that go off?
Yeah, they're close enough together. All right, you hit
I
both of
flip
them.
around and stab one, and my little, like, blurried, like, Force Ghost version does the same thing and does it to both of them as they come out.
Yep. All right, Tim, would you roll your thing twice, please?
Sir.
Did they have to roll in? Go ahead and
Wisdom saving.
Wisdom saving throw. Okay, yeah.
Get blasted by leeches.
What's the DC on that?
15.
15. Gargoyles ain't wise.
Why not?
10 and
They
20.
wouldn't have come into this zone of destruction. I'm ready for that shit. I like an Overwatch mode back here, man.
Yep. Chasm, between you stabbing them and the big leech that Tim sent on the left-hand one, that gargoyle immediately looks in bad shape.
Yes.
He just,
I was hoping it would be destroyed, but that's good.
He leaps off the cabin, and by the time he hits the ground,
Immediately
he just...
regrets this decision.
However, Chasm, both of them are going to attack you.
Wonderful.
I should have been paying attention in Gargoyle class.
I should have kept my reaction to be able to use my shield thing. But I like the stabby.
All right, the
The
first
second
one
one
does
hits me.
nothing. The second one hits you with both his hit attacks
Yeah, it does.
for a total of 8 damage.
We got more things back here.
The gargoyles just impassively look at you and continue their assaults. Chasm.
Tim, your cousins are kind of ugly. Sorry to say.
Well, I don't know. They did pretty well in Warforged beauty pageants.
I can see why they lived on the roof.
Oh, those cousins. Oh, yeah.
Who are those cousins?
Little Miss
Whitey
Warforged.
and Earl.
Alright, well that changes my strategy around. I will instead just start stabbing these guys. And again, it doesn't really matter which one I'm targeting because I will be targeting them both.
Yep. 10 misses both of them widely.
Balls.
12
balls.
also does not hit.
God, I rolled a 2 and a 4. Let's try this one last time.
There you go.
Alright, I'm gonna re-roll.
Yes, you're
That
1 on
damage.
a 1d10.
Yes. What am I at? +4. Hey!
That's better.
14 to both of them.
Alright.
How is...
That left one is barely standing. You take a big chunk of him out with that last hit. And you see just a chunk of a rock fall off of his side, and he does not look like he's doing well.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and use a level 1 spell slot to...
So, we do have to establish this, Kazan, in the future. I'll let you just do it now, but in the future, because you do some
the
of
band hammer.
when you do some of these on-hit attacks, because you're going to do
Yeah.
them, you need to specify which real attack and which is the phantom attack. Because your special effects
Okay.
only affect the real one.
Okay. Yeah, assume I was hitting the
The
more
one that,
injured
yeah,
one with the
the
real
more injured one. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I suppose it's a band hammer of sorts.
10 extra damage.
10 extra damage. You
So I blast through.
Yes.
Blue light comes shooting out of it.
and that blue light comes through cracks in the gargoyle, and it shatters to pieces. That gargoyle regrets every decision it ever made in this life.
Damn right. And I'm going to move here. Or no, I'm not going to do that because he's still in. I'll move here.
Okay.
Get behind the leeches.
The Guardian's gonna go next, and he's going to take Tim's angels or leeches. Will you roll that again for me, Tim?
Angelic Leeches.
His angelic leeches.
Tim has reached the next level, and then all his leeches get upgraded.
I have transcended.
Yes.
I have become leech.
Leeches we have heard on high.
You go ahead and roll that damage for me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sucking all the blood.
Oh.
Boy!
Mercy.
Take that, fatty.
Wow. You rolled an 11 anyway. Even with... Warforged Guardians aren't wise. Yeah, he'll take
Damage
19.
at it.
He'll take 19 damage.
That's a badass spell.
And he will immediately turn from you all, even after taking that damage. He doesn't even, like, see you all. The only thing he sees is the halfling attacking his robed, protection target. And he will
Wait,
walk...
is he an attack of opportunity again from my tree?
Does your tree have enough sentience to do?
He's intelligence of 3.
I mean, yeah, all right, he does.
Crush him for his insolence.
Yes.
Yeah,
my God.
roll your d20 plus 8.
Oh.
I'm guessing with the intelligence of 3, the tree just sort of swings at anything that moves around.
Oh god, the tree will kill us all.
The tree just goes wild as soon as...
He looks around and sees broken. He looks around and sees the log cabin. He's like, "You've killed all my family."
The tree does not hit.
He tried real hard.
Its branches scrape against the metal of the golem, but its hide seems thick.
I don't like that, guys.
That fool's got some AC.
I'm gonna look at him, still do thumbs up.
He's gonna march around the mage, and he's gonna begin
saving throw spells.
pounding into Alfred.
Alfred, how you doing?
Oof.
How you doing over there, buddy?
All right. 20 damage.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the hit points. He's
Tis
fine.
but to scratch.
That's right. That's when 17 more gargoyles come out of the trees.
Bring in the reinforcements.
Our cabin is super secure, guys.
I mean,
It's too bad they don't recognize me, but you know.
that's what you get for building it in Gargoyle Town.
Oof. The mage is going to look at the tree and the halfling that are around him.
Cast Fireball on himself.
It's the only way to be sure.
And he is going to glance back and forth at you and then
Oh no!
blink out of existence right in front of your eyes. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Halfred, you notice that at your peripheral vision that he materializes 30 feet behind your position. And he is going to continue moving away, and you lose sight of him.
These mages have leveled up since last performance.
Halfred, your turn.
Remind me what this green thing is? This aura?
That is Tim's Angelic Leeches.
And what happens when you're inside it?
Enemies take damage
Hmm.
if they start their turn there or move into it.
Shit. Well, we'll target this guy.
Okay.
he's taking damage? Yeah, he has taken damage.
Yes, yes.
Hell yeah, I took that giant tree fist in the face.
All right, 19 hits. You put an arrow, you just see a weak point in the plates of metal. You put your arrow right between them.
8 damage.
8 damage, yeah.
Next turn.
Don't forget that one.
Yep.
Oh.
11 doesn't. Bounces right off that metal. Oh, yeah, you rolled 1. I forgot. Your 1s are 11s. Oh, shit.
That'll do.
That'll do.
29,
7 damage.
12 damage.
12.
Nope,
Oh,
Hunter's
you
Mark
rolled.
above.
God damn it. All right.
I'm moving away from him.
Okay. You are moving away from him. He will not attack you. He raises his fist, but he doesn't actually attack you. He seems to sort of looks like he's going into a defensive posture instead. Corinne.
Is it? Can I not see this way?
No, that is just a line of trees and bushes and.
That's what I've been staring at the whole time.
Wait, so
Nice.
where approximately is the mage? Is he somewhere over there where?
He is
Over
somewhere.
where you're-
The last time Halford saw him, he was somewhere over here, but then he moved away even farther into the trees.
I'm using my ruler,
Yeah.
pointing. He's somewhere over here. Just blow up the forest and you'll get him.
Burn this forest down.
That's what I'm kind of planning.
This big guy is
So
metal.
Well, I mean, since I can't see him, I'm thinking I will use my horn to blast a cone. Sorry, I have the hiccups. I've had hiccups for like several minutes now, so I muted myself. To my horn to blow a 60-foot cone of thunder
Yeah.
in that direction. So if I stand here and just blow kind of like this direction.
General direction. Just a shotgun blast into the forest. I'm sure I'll hit something.
Don't worry, Karen. I don't sense any woodland creatures running about.
You're safe.
You're good.
My tree!
Yeah. The tree can probably take it.
Tree's gonna get so pissed.
So that's what I'm gonna do. So it's a DC 17 con saving throw.
Okay.
Is that gonna hit?
Roll
Is
your
he somewhere in that 60-foot cone?
roll your damage.
Can any of us see him? We might not even know if it hits.
Oh, that's true. I guess we don't actually know if it hits, do we? Because it's not like he's gonna.
25.
He might say,
Uh,
"Ow."
Yeah, maybe we'll hear it.
And it's what is the DC again?
17.
DC 17 Constitution.
Do you have a dice?
I do.
That was a real dice. That was weird.
I never bothered to learn how to do all the whisper to DM stuff. It's easier for me to just roll a dice in front of me. I've done it a
Have
few
you been
times.
doing that the whole time?
A couple times. Every time you guys do like a check to like intimidate somebody or persuade somebody, I've been rolling against that. It hasn't come up a whole lot, but I've done it a few times. It's just louder
It's
tonight.
fun to roll dice.
Yeah. All right,
Give the man his
Corinne.
pleasures.
Well, that's actually that's not that. That's the tree. The tree
Hey!
takes half damage.
Oh, so we succeeded. That's
He did, yeah.
good for the tree.
And The tree is knocked into the forest. And Corinne, you don't hear anything from your enemy, but you just see the trees and bushes and branches and everything just blast backward, and you just see just a desiccated path in front of you. I'm imagining the scene in Predator where he just mows down the trees with the machine gun.
Wait, so does that mean I have more visibility now?
A little, but you still can't. Well, no, because I can't mess with the dynamic lighting, so I'm gonna say no.
Oh, because it's too troublesome
It's
for
too
you.
troublesome
Okay.
for me to figure out how to do it.
Theater of the mind.
That's right. So you can see a little bit farther in, but you still can't see through the other side or see your enemy.
Okay. Well, I mean, you only rolled once, so I guess it didn't hit him. I mean, because you rolled for the tree, right?
No, my dice roll was for
You're rolling for him.
Was for him. Well, I guess I just told you that you hit him.
The tree was a 16.
The tree was the yeah.
Way to go! You got it out of him.
Yep.
Okay.
It's hard to hide things as the TM. All right. We are back up at Tim.
So is that golem going to attack us if we don't attack him?
You do not know. All you saw was.
I was asking the other people.
Oh, okay.
I will say I just attacked him.
Okay.
Can we discern like why he didn't attack Alfred? Is he just being defensive on the mage then?
No. It looked like he just decided not to attack Alfred. It looks like he was going to and decided against it.
Pity.
Alright. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds
He's
on
got a
myself.
reaction.
Just kidding. On Alfred.
Why, thank you, Paladin. Cleric, I mean.
Yeah. I am still.
He's a healer.
Okay, I'm gonna move down there. All right.
And
Nice echo.
action surge.
Ooh, surge the action.
So surged. I'll attack him with Soul Eater.
Okay.
No. Let's do the hammer.
Ah. Well, the hammer is stone or dirt, and this creature is metal. So the actual thing
There's no
will...
stone in it?
No, he is not stone. The other one looked more like you. The other one was made of stone and wood.
Okay, can I attack the ground in front of me then?
I'm gonna say how big of a blast.
You
does that
absolutely can. I believe the way it works... Yes.
15 feet of the blast. Oh wait, is that a circle?
Yes. It is a circle around
Never mind.
you. So Kareem would have to make that save too.
make? Isn't he always gonna be in there unless he throws it?
No, it's
He is protected.
protected.
Yeah,
Everyone
well,
else within 15 feet.
I was thinking like a...
Like a cone in front of you. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, that's fine. I'll do a Soul Eater instead.
Okay.
You're picturing
Sweet.
like Sonya's attack or something like that. Yeah.
Exactly.
Wow. All right. My super high AC character is the one's having any trouble hitting them. All right. You hit that big metal golem with your mace, with your bone mace, and you dent him mightily. Okay. Brysis.
That's me. Alright, where did my tree fly off to?
Oh, can you not see it?
No.
Oh, okay. I'll move it to where.
It's the dynamic lighting. I can't see anyone.
Yeah. Okay. Can you see a bit of it now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tree appeared.
That's really big.
He just has to stay within 500 feet of me.
Oh, okay.
Is that all?
Yeah,
Jeez.
he just wandered off into the woods.
Well, I figured since he got blown by the horn,
Mm-hmm.
he kind of flew towards the other guy.
Yeah. Do you have to, on the animated objects, do you have to give them commands, or do they act independently, or?
As a bonus action, I can mentally command any creature you made with this spell if the creature is within 500 feet of me.
Okay.
So, and because he doesn't have legs, he technically has a flying speed of 30.
Right. Yes. So he literally just lifted out of the ground, roots and all, just detached itself from the soil.
I can just imagine like the roots are just going like this.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So, oh, I can't get over there. Okay, hang on. How far? Oh, no, I can't do that because then I can't command my tree. Alright, I'll command the tree to go after the mage dude. And wallop him.
Okay. And it
So,
doesn't need,
I don't-
you don't need to see? That's, okay. I guess
It just says that
yeah.
I can mentally command him as long as he's within 500 feet.
Alright. I'll
You
allow
decide
it.
what action the creature will take and where it will move during its turn. Or you can issue a general command such as guard a particular chamber or corridor.
Okay. This is like guarding, or yeah, you're telling him just chase down and kill a guy.
Mhm.
Okay, I'll let you just see the tree go behind the other trees. I'll let you make the rolls.
Okay.
D20 plus 8.
Oops. 3, 20 plus. Oh, damn it.
You...
I just hear whoosh.
Yes, that is what you hear. You hear whoosh.
Alright, and then for my turn. Ooh. I'm so willing to bet this big guy is magic resistant.
Can we roll to determine that? Or like we have a guess of.
You can roll an Arcana check, Bryces.
Oh yeah, the Mark 7 metal golem.
You look, Bryces, at the glyphs and runes carved onto the metal of this golem, and you recognize them. They appear to be runes and glyphs that are generally used in wizarding type spells that are focused on the absorption and redirection of magical energy.
Oh
I
boy.
knew it.
Oh boy.
I want that armor. Rip it off.
Can I step inside of that column and walk around? Is that fun?
Okay. Well,
Let's all
in
carve
that
into
case,
it.
then.
We each get a rune. God damn it. You guys.
Wow.
You guys are just...
Also found a weak spot.
Yeah. 9 damage. Yep, you do.
I aimed right for the eyeball.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just a little arrow. Like anytime its eye moves, the arrow just moves with it. Like putting the little Nerf thing on it on your eyeball, it just moves with your eye. Yeah.
Yep.
That's all I got.
Okay.
The best part is the tree will continue to do what I commanded it to until it completes its action.
Okay, yeah. The Gargoyle Chasm is still on you.
Alright, guys, I got these gargoyles back here.
And he just
Ain't no thing.
he just rips and tears at nothing in particular.
Yeah.
Chasm.
I'll give it right back to him.
7 damage hits. 16 hits. And with the final 12 damage,
I am going to stab him and pin him to the back of the log cabin.
okay,
Just
just right through the stone,
yep.
and
And then it can
lodge
like
him.
crumble around me.
Yep.
Alright, I took care of the gargoyles.
All right.
I'll move up a little bit.
Okay. The Guardian, Tim, will you roll your damage for me again? You got Owen in your mug. It's adorable.
It was a Christmas present from me, Therese, of a really hideous picture of Owen.
Yep.
That was his profile pic for a while.
Yep.
I love that picture. Leeches attached and suck vigorously.
Coco.
Gonna use this one, but no.
Nope.
Look, there's Owen right there. Oh, God. No.
God.
I don't know if you guys have noticed, but a trend of Reese's profile pics have been terrible pictures of our son, where he's making hideous faces.
It always looks to me
They
like
make me
Reese,
laugh.
Gets Owen drunk and then takes pictures of him, like mid binge.
It's not hard to do. He really is trusting.
He does still nurse, and I drink a lot, so I don't know. Maybe.
He is always down. Stupid Guardian. Alright, he takes 17 damage from the leeches. Okie doke. What you got, Tim? Oh no, it's the Guardian's turn. Never mind. I just had you roll something.
Time to go again.
All right.
The Guardian's going to step up, and he's going to split his attacks between Tim and Corinne. Attack the first for Tim. Attack the second for Corinne.
Oh.
18 will hit one of you.
All right, I'm going to riposte him.
Okay. Okay. $11 does not hit.
That does not hit.
I'm gonna use my shield on that.
Okay. His fist comes down on a shield. And just misses Tim. Okay. Oh,
and also he takes 2 fire damage. Yes! Just in the nick of time.
Yeah, okay. Tim, you see a very haggard, beaten-looking Warforged mage come limping behind some trees to behind you. Behind him, an awakened tree is moving its limbs about. And you see the mage seems to be trying to get away from this tree. And you see him put his hand in the air and conjure a bunch of black smoke and lightning, and he pounds the ground in front of him.
Old ground pound.
And you see a wave of destructive energy flowing towards you.
Wait, you made that up.
it's in something. It's in like I think it's in one of the addendums or something like that. I'd have to add it.
And 5d6 necrotic. Wow.
Yes. So, Tim, will you roll your Constitution saving throw? And Bryces, you can roll the Constitution saving throw of your tree.
Oh, it's just a circle from him.
Yep.
Okay. That's
So,
right then. I
yeah,
thought you were
just
firing
Tim.
a line at us. Like,
No,
oh, no.
it's
We're in a
from-
perfect line formation.
Within 30
Hey,
feet
yeah.
of you.
Han, we can't hear you if you're.
I
Oh,
didn't want you to hear me anyway.
thank goodness.
All right.
Nice.
What is
It's
half
the
of
D20, right?
33
whatever half of 33 is?
16.
16. Yes.
minus 82.
Okay, your tree takes all of that damage and is knocked back and knocked prone. I don't know what that means.
Flying sideways.
Falls over.
The tree
in woods.
falls over. Yep.
We all hear it.
You don't know what knocked prone means?
Well, no,
What?
I know. I'm just. It's a floating tree. I don't know how it gets knocked prone.
Gets knocked out of the air.
It just goes. It just goes parallel. Yeah.
It stops flying.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think you,
On
I don't
its
think you can
belly.
fly and be prone.
Yep. Okay. And Tim, you see the mage promptly just limp back behind the trees again.
Is that the same mage?
Mm-hmm.
You may assume so. It didn't look like he was
Hence
in good
the
shape.
limping.
Yeah. Halfred.
I did pretty good then, huh? 5, 10.
Tim, you did see bits of branch and leaf in the mage's robes, if that's any indication of.
Okay.
I weave through this guy's legs with my halfling nimbleness.
Mm-hmm.
So, pow. Oh,
Cup.
also
Wow.
my
Wow.
I got my 100 mark here. Yeah.
How much damage is that?
13.
13.
13 damage. All right.
Extra attack. Hunter's mark. So good.
You're just rolling ones tonight. Just in general. 10 damage.
10 damage.
Okay.
Bonus action.
Halfred,
Yes.
your teammates
DM.
have been just laying into this creature, and with a final flourish, you slide under his legs, loose 2 arrows into him, and slash his Achilles tendon.
That's pretty cool.
And this
Ignore that last
big old Warforged Guardian goes toppling over
Wow.
and is
Tim
dead.
underneath. Continue sliding.
Protect me, Scarf.
Grin, it is your
Tear
turn.
apart his armor.
Carve.
Okay, wait. So where is this guy now?
Tim might be able to tell you. You don't know.
Because I
I
can't.
can't see anything.
He just keeps ducking back
I
on
see
the
the
trees.
tree.
Yeah.
That forest is big.
Oh, okay. Now. Oh. Now I can't see. I could see him for a second when I moved here.
I think you walked. All right, that's. It's
I mean, I'm
somehow-
still within.
I'll let you go right
Oh.
here. It somehow put
Okay.
you inside of the dynamic lighting. I don't know
But
why.
yeah,
I don't know why it allowed that.
You can see the other side.
Yep.
Okay. What will I do? I should think about these things before my turn, but I never do. I think lightning bolt probably, which has been a good friend to me in the past. And I cast lightning bolt.
Corinne, as you are weaving that lightning bolt, The mage puts his hands out in front of him and moves them in a circle. And you feel your lightning bolts begin to dissipate. However, I think lightning bolts... Oh, it's a 3rd level. Yeah.
Somebody hit the enter button a few too many times.
I think so, yeah.
So, if a creature says something...
3rd level or lower, the spell fails.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, should try to cast 4th level or higher.
He's only got
In
the
the
one.
future.
He's only got the one reaction too. But
Right. Okay.
all right, Tim.
All right.
This guy's been a squirrely pain in the ass.
Just made it.
Just stand there and the leeches will do the job.
Yeah.
I don't need to do anything.
Hello, brother, cousin, father? Does your soul taste delicious? No.
You'll never know.
I'll never
That's
know.
bad. That's bad touch.
But seriously, which one are you?
The Warforged in front of you says, "You were the first success. We are all your children."
Oh. Hey, are you guys based off of people too?
It says, "I was something else once. I know it not beyond my abilities."
I had the same problem until a bunch of people told me otherwise.
Good for you.
Yeah, I'm guessing no one else has told you, so sorry, I don't know.
He says, "I serve the mistress."
So, you related DNA, or you got a sister?
He doesn't answer. He doesn't know the answer to the question. His robot eyes whirl in confusion.
Ooh, robot eyes.
Bryces.
Okay.
Bryces, before you do anything, you want to go ahead and roll your D20 plus 8?
Okay.
Roll your damage.
What is that 2d12 plus 4?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Bryces, you have no idea any of this is happening. All you hear is just combat over there. But Tim, in the middle of your conversation, you're trying to talk with this Warforged guy. And in the middle of the conversation, it looks like just a fucking log just lands on this thing's head and just crushes it. And he is dead.
You killed my son, baby.
You hear a very small voice. Sorry.
Oh, wait, we just learned you're a real person. These robots have no relation to you.
Oh. Wait, is my real person dead?
All right, let's roll the tape.
You can surmise, Tim, that the body of who you once used to be is gone and dead. From the journal, the brother said that he watched his brother be killed and literally watched the soul of his brother be sucked out and put into the body that you now inhabit. So you're him for soul purposes, but that body is long gone. All right, and the forest is quiet around you now.
Check his pockets
Okay. I check his pockets.
for beer money.
Check his ID too to make sure he's old enough.
Hold on a second. You find. Actually, find this. You don't find any gold or supplies for that matter. You find a pouch of wizarding ingredients. It seems to mostly just be like little packets of water and some little vials of ash. Doesn't seem terribly useful to any non-wizards.
Here you go, Bryce and Corinne.
Yeah. Can you use vials of ash? But you find in one pocket a collection of gemstones. You find 3 onyx gems and 2 amethysts.
Okay.
And that is all that he is carrying.
Worth about how much would you say?
I will say you're able to test these. Because the pommel...
I didn't.
I assuming you're asking because of the hammer.
I am now.
You're able to test what gems are going to work in the hammer, which ones won't, because the pommel of the hammer is literally like a slot that you can put a gemstone in or remove it. And in trying, you discover that the magic of the hammer, the humming in the head of the hammer, seems to be activated while the amethysts are put in there, but not when the onyxes are put in there.
Okay.
So you're not exactly sure how much they're worth, but you know that only the 2 amethysts are worth enough to use for the hammer's purposes.
You guys cool if I keep the amethyst?
Only if you use it to explode things.
I
want to see that shit go off.
Yeah. I'll try to position myself better next battle.
Also, do you want to like bury your brother?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Alright.
That sounds like the noble thing my old self might have done.
I could animate him and make him bury himself.
Dig your own grave.
Tim, I have so many fun. Dig your grave.
I've been waiting for this moment.
Because the tree basically is not animated anymore after like a minute, so.
Okay, use the tree to dig a big hole in the ground.
There you go.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, the tree. Yeah, okay.
Attack the ground.
Well, technically from where it got blown out of, there's a giant hole.
That's true. There's a hole right
There you go.
in the
Let's
forest.
use that one.
Yeah, we'll put your brother in, and then I'll put the tree back on it, and then you'll
I have to like
tree.
bend him in half or something.
Yeah, we'll put him in the hole, then we'll put the tree back on it, and then he'll use now a tree.
Okay.
Name the tree.
I'll say some nice words about what I remember of him in life. That he was a good master. He let me sleep at the foot of his bed every night when I wasn't outside standing guard, I guess. It's hard to remember that far back.
Tim, as you're saying these words, you get the feeling that you've done this before. You get not memories, but flashes of standing by other people's graves, saying words of wisdom, and it strikes you that. And you remember that from the journal that you read that it said that you were a cleric of Lathander, and you still don't really remember much of what that means or who you used to be, but you do remember that this whole saying words at a graveside seems oddly familiar to you.
He's killed so many people.
Was oh okay.
A grave.
The body's gone. Hooray!
Thrilling.
Now every
Really
time we
lifeless.
walk into the cabin, we can walk over him.
This wasn't a great place for a grave, guys.
Dance on his grave before entering.
10 feet in front of the front door.
Are there
Once
any
it-
more? Go ahead.
I was going to say, once the tree's not animated anymore, I'll carve into a tree. Here lies Tim's brother.
Okay. Okay.
The heart.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Tree.
T.I.M. Heart, Tim's brother.
Yeah, the dot in the eye has a heart on it.
I was gonna do a smiley face.
There you go. Are there any more clues in the cabin to my past life?
Um,
Time to burn this mother down.
you go through some things, and no, you don't see. You see just daily instruments of living. Some things for making food, pots and pans. Some old food. Some wood carving tools, but you don't see anything that would indicate either your or his past life. Now, whether you're not sure whether you try to remember whether the cabin was always this empty, and as you're looking around, you think maybe some actual stuff of his, your master's, may be gone, because you do remember he had things, some personal possessions, but the cabin looks bare now.
And what do I know about Lysander?
Lathander.
Good morning, Lord.
You remember.
I was a devout priest.
Yes, you remember only what your brother told you when he was trying to get you to remember. He is called the Morning Lord. His faith is all about not necessarily protection, but rebirth and healing after like the whole, what do you call it, theory behind that particular god is that after any dark night there's always a dawn, and his symbol is a rising sun.
There's got to be a morning.
And yes, his nickname is the Morning Lord.
Okay.
You don't see any other clues in the cabin other than what you've read in your journal now.
Okay. Well, that's my story, gang. What's yours?
My people are all dead or evil. That's pretty good.
Yeah. We all have depressing storylines.
Let's go drinking.
I will somehow lose to someone else.
But Tim, going back in the book again, or
Your shield was buried around here somewhere or
yes,
something.
the actual quote was that he buried your shield in the cave to the north of your favorite place in the forest.
Mm.
Which is probably where Halford saw the other monstrosities.
The leech breeding ground? Giant slithering swarm.
Before you guys get too much farther, let's take a short break here. It's good at timing. We'll come back very shortly here with the continued exploration of the forest.
Yes. And my past.
Yes. I believe. Raymond's not back yet, but he's always coming. He's always listening. All right, yeah, you guys are running around exploring the forest. As I'm scrolling to the side,
I had to reconnect. I had the same problem.
I can't hear Eric.
Hopefully, after he reconnects, it'll solve the problem.
Okay, weird.
Yeah, and like a couple of the portraits were white.
Chris,
Like-
say something?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Reconnecting just seems to fix it though. Hey Heather. Oh, she's not reconnecting. She's restarting. You there?
Is the map view weird for anyone else?
How so?
No. I'm having trouble zooming in on us, but I can see some other stuff,
You're getting
some other
stuff that you're
tokens
some stuff
that I'm
you're not-
probably not supposed to be able to see. Don't look, you're probably not supposed to see it. I don't know if there's some stuff. I don't know, but I'm having trouble like see. This is what I can see of our party. I can't actually. I'll just refresh.
How weird. It was like giving you like DM view or something, or a view of... That's bizarre. Heather, are you here? I think she's frozen on my screen. I don't know if anybody else can hear her.
Yeah, so she had like only half the map to see, but the entire map.
Oh.
But there was no dynamic lighting at all.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah,
That's not the way it should be.
it was the top half.
Yep.
Yeah, where we fought the spiders upwards.
Yeah. Seeing the future is what she's doing.
This Roll20 doesn't like to be on for this long.
Maybe, yeah. It's weird that when we all went on break, that's when it decided, like, I'm going to stop working. I was going to tell Heather, well, I'll tell her when she reconnects, but I'll tell you guys beforehand. She totally forgot about her saber-toothed tiger, and so did I.
Oh, whoops.
When you guys ran to the cabin, I think everybody just forgot about that token, and it's been sitting there.
How long do those animals last?
I think like 8 hours or something.
Oh, wow. I blame you.
I don't got to keep track of your guys' stuff. You guys forget about your own things. Look it up. Bag of tricks, objects. Advantages at the next dawn or when it's reduced to 0 hit points.
Wow. Okay. I last the whole day.
Yep. Eh. I think I can see you, Heather.
My computer freaked out.
Ah, okay. Seems to be good now. Heather, guess what you forgot? This is how I'm going to phrase this.
That's ominous.
No, I mean, it would have been helpful. You forgot that you summoned a saber-toothed tiger last session.
Oh, yeah.
He's just been sitting over there by the spider corpses.
Good kitty.
Having the time of his life.
Yep.
I figure he's just like gnawing on a spider leg.
Yeah, you come around a corner and he's just eating a spider.
You know, doing that thing that cats do where they're like constantly doing this. He's just doing that on the body.
On the body of the big sword spider.
Do it on the leg. Yeah. Apparently there's been an NCAA shakeup. Virginia lost. They were a number 1 seed and they lost in the first round. So lots of people's brackets are going to be all FUBAR. If anyone cares.
I don't have any brackets.
How many brackets do you have, Chris?
I have no brackets.
No brackets.
I don't care for it.
I gained Rochelle and lost Eric. Can I hear Eric? Hey, Eric. Let's try this again.
I can't see Chris now. Can everyone else see Chris?
No.
I can see everybody else.
No.
He refreshed and disappeared.
Remember Skype? Skype
I
was
think.
good.
Well, shit. No one else can hear me. Hello.
Hello.
I think we'll go back to Skype next week. This is still problematic.
Yeah.
All right, everybody can see everybody else right now, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, yeah. You guys are exploring the forest. Bryces, you come around a corner and your saber-toothed tiger's just waiting for you.
Good kitty. Come here.
He comes running.
I'm climbing on the back of the tiger.
Okay.
Ah, there's his body.
Yeah, the spider area again.
Heather, try moving your token again. I'm gonna see if this worked. I tried grouping you and the tiger. Oh no, it didn't work. Oh well.
I thought it did. It moved on mine.
Oh really?
Yeah. Stop moving. Stop it.
Okay, go for it.
Stop doing things. Yeah. Oh, it bounces back.
Okay, that's weird. Well, I'm gonna ungroup you guys. Just we'll assume you're riding the tiger. All right. Chasm and Tim, you guys
Yeah,
head
wait,
up.
how the hell do we get out of here? This way.
Yeah, the forest is a maze. Kazan and Tim, as you guys approach the area where you saw the leeches earlier, and you start heading north on this path, you are hearing sounds to the north of you, but you can't quite place what the sounds are. It almost sounds like just
roll perception to place the sound.
Sure, you can roll a perception check. Yeah.
Where'd everybody go?
It almost just sounds.
I have the same question.
West and then
north.
north.
Yeah, west and the north. Yeah.
Holy crap.
West.
Did you not?
Ah,
Can you not?
Tim, you hear something? 'Cause I don't hear something.
I'll pull you guys. You guys.
Oh,
you have to
Nobody
my
in here
God,
but us
it's Kazan.
jackasses.
Where did you come from?
You both think it's the other person making noises.
Wait, I get an advantage on that. 1 second.
Go south, guys, and then go west.
Nailed it.
Nice.
All right, how's my
Did you
18?
say something,
doing?
Tim? I could've sworn you said something.
How's my passive 18 looking?
Pretty good. From where you're at, though, it still just sounds. Yeah, let's just forget these rolls. It still just sounds like almost like louder forest noises.
The forest gets louder.
The forest
The
gets
forest is
louder.
getting more foresty over here.
Corinne is running ahead though, and what she
Bye,
hears-
Tell us what's ahead.
she just runs past you all.
I'm missing an arm now.
what does Corinne hear?
Corinne, roll a perception check.
It's more like what does Corinne see now?
Nothing right now. Corinne saw something earlier, and she wasn't supposed to. Yeah.
She doesn't
Oh
know.
god, my character sheet. Sorry, I forgot to pull out my character sheet when I reloaded. Perception.
You don't know what you hear. It's
Oh
loud.
my gosh.
I hear loud,
Yeah.
guys. Loud.
It sounds like some sort of. It sounds like some sort of creature, like a gathering of them, but you can't place what it is.
Mm.
Oh my goodness. We just cannot right now with perception.
Corinne.
Oh,
you-
now I can see.
You act surprised.
Oh, this is surprising.
Corinne, you come around little copse of trees, and you see a area of the forest that is a little wetter than the other areas you've seen. And you see a couple like puddles in this area, and splashing about in these puddles.
A mermaid.
What?
Let's see if that's are a gaggle of what
A
look-
gaggle.
a gaggle, a large number of what at first look like just giant frogs, but some of them
mean,
stand up and they're
If you
wearing clothing.
Said a gaggle of geese. That would make sense.
What's a group of frogs called?
I don't know. What's a group of frogs called?
I'm gonna Google it.
What is a group of
A
frogs?
death squad.
School. Oh wait, no, that's a fish.
It's good kids.
I'm gonna go with gaggle.
A gaggle of frogs.
I'm gonna go
A
with
battalion of battle frogs.
An army. It's an
Oh, it's
army of
Oh
frogs.
wow! Okay, you see an army of frogmen.
That's cool.
Somebody was really afraid of frogs.
I hear an army of them.
Steve, there's like 3 frogs in the back porch. There's an army of frogs at the door.
Oh, side note, apparently a group of herring is called an army of herring.
Really?
So,
All right. You are an
That's
army
grouped
of
in with the. We're an army of herring in my house.
Yeah. And yeah, you come around the corner and you see them. They look like frog people.
Frog.
Damn it. Look like frogs, smell like people.
You can roll a history check, Corinne.
I like how none of us are going up there.
No.
She's on her own.
It's just like, I don't know, man.
As we watch her get ripped limb from limb.
I'm hearing forest noises. I don't want none of that. Let her
Corinne,
disturb the spider webs up there.
you don't know what these things are. They are short, probably. The tallest of them is about 4 feet tall. So they're about as tall as Halford, I suppose. It's Halford. But yeah, they look like cross between a frog and a short person. Corinne, roll a stealth check for me. The frogs have not noticed you standing in the open over there quite yet. They're just going about their business. Some of them are like lounging in these puddles.
Alright, this is Tim's usual stomping ground, so would he know about frog people in this forest?
Tim, you can roll a history check with advantage. Well, you're unaware of what's going on right now. Corinne's just up there by herself. If you'd like to go up there and look for yourself.
Have I ever told you guys about the frogmen that inhabit these forests?
Seems like a random non sequitur, but go ahead. I'll listen.
I could go for one of their famous apple brown betties right now.
Do these frog people look evil or malicious, or do they look like the kind who bake apple brown betty?
A lot of them are armed.
Wait.
For cooking?
Spatula?
Some of them have apples.
All right, I'm
Do they
gonna
make their brown
cast.
betties out of people?
I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
And can I understand them?
You cannot. Whatever the language is that they are speaking amongst themselves, you do not speak it. Invisibility. But when you get with your invisibility, you are able to sort of walk up and observe them. And they do seem to be communicating with each other. They seem to just kind of be hanging out in the area currently. You see a little bit to the northwest of your current position, you see a cave mouth. And you see two of the frogmen seem to be standing guard in front of this cave mouth, one on either side of the cave. They are the only two that seem to be like in any sort of non-casual mode right now.
Alright, once I spot them, I'm gonna use my awakened mind to tell Tim, frogmen straight ahead, friend or foe.
Tim, you can roll a history check with advantage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh boy, history.
Tim, you know their names. They're bullywugs. They are a race of frogmen. You didn't have any dealings with them, though. You kind of...
Pretty much kept to myself.
You kept yourself. Yep, you and your master kept to yourselves. Corinne, you get closer to this group of frogmen, or you get closer to the cave, rather. And you can see inside the cave, you're not quite sure what it is. You can't see that deep into it, but you see a giant, bulbous, green, slimy form in the cave, and you see the skin of this giant form rising and falling as if it's asleep. But you can't see what it is through this cave mouth.
you're invisible, can you just snag the shield and get out of here?
Where's the shield?
Somewhere in the cave.
Yeah, I don't
I
know
mean,
exactly.
okay. So my goal is to try to slip past this big slimy thing in the cave.
Kryn, roll a stealth check with advantage. All right, you are able to just tiptoe quietly enough to where the frogmen around you do not hear your approach. I don't know if I actually have a handout for this creature. You get close to the cave, and you see the cave is about 7 or 8 feet deep. It's not a deep cave at all. And literally covering the entirety of this cave is this large green creature. And it's got his back to you, so you can't even really see what it is. The skin of it looks like a frog skin, but it is probably a solid 16, 17 feet tall.
Oh boy.
And you see tentacles. You see tentacles where arms would be on another creature. And this large thing is just sort of curled up and is seemingly sleeping in this cave.
Well, that seems like something I don't want to mess with alone. I'm gonna hang out until my companions presumably come closer.
They've all gone home.
Let's see. Whoever is here, I can't really see who it is. Is that Chasm? I don't know. I can't see who it is. I can just see that someone is there. I'll message to Chasm what I'm seeing. Big giant slime creature.
He can't see you though. You're invisible.
No, but I'm whispering to him with my cantrip.
Alright, I'm just gonna walk up there and I might have to use suggestion to maybe talk to one of them, but maybe they can arrest me. I don't know. They look like they're guarding this cave.
The two at the cave look like they're guarding the cave. The rest just look like they're chilling.
The better question is, do they look like they're guarding the cave or living in it?
Little column A, little column B.
From what Corinne could see inside of the cave, nothing is living in that cave but the creature. Like, it's not big enough for anything else but it.
I am going to... So my glaive is not in this realm. It's shunted away.
Okay.
And I'm going to approach with my hands out in a very non-threatening manner. Just in the middle... Oh, shit, it's laundering. And I'm attempting to get within 30 feet of the closest... one. And then I will stop and assume they've spotted me by then. I don't know.
You hear, as you come around the corner, you hear the sounds of their croaking shut off. Like you would hear in a forest. Like all the frogs go quiet all at once.
Alright, I gotta read my... Is this... Creature I don't need to share a language with the creature for it to understand, but the creature must be able to understand at least one language. Alright, so I am going to just use my awakened mind, which weirdly enough means I can speak to it, but it can't, respond.
Uh-huh.
But it should be able to understand me because it says it can understand the language. And the first thing I'm going to say is, I mean you no harm. What else should I say? There is a dangerous. There's a dangerous artifact in this cave.
Just say there's some hungry Cajuns back there.
There's a dangerous artifact in this cave that we've come to take away. It presents a great danger to you all. We don't need to go in the cave, and I'm gonna project like images of what I think is a generic shield-looking item.
Okay. You communicate that to the frog in front of you, the one within 30 feet. It sort of cocks its head and looks at you, and then hops backward, and you see a fatter, squatter, more muscular frog in the middle of the group, and it seems to be wearing a big cloak as if it's adorned itself as some sort of leader. And this frog starts getting in close to this bigger frog and croaking in its ear. And the big one hops out of the pond that it was wallowing in and comes up to you. And it comes just about as close as the other one was. And that is what he says to you.
I respond and say, my magic does not let me understand your tongue. If you could indicate pictures or pointing, it's the best way we can communicate.
This frog creature takes I think it's hold on just a second. It's a frog king. That's right. He takes what looks like a battle axe off of his belt, and he points at you with the battle axe, and he points back at the cave, and he waves his axe at the cave and starts speaking in his frog language.
I'm gonna say, is the cave your home? Are you friends or allied with whatever's in the cave? I'm gonna try to ask him like yes or no questions, basically.
When you get to friends or allies with what's in the cave, the bullywug hops up and down excitedly and croaks at you.
All right, so that's a yes. Why was he swinging his axe, though? You want us to fight what's in the cave or no fight?
At that, he croaks some sounds, and the bullywugs nearest him draw their weapons.
Okay, no fight. I have no desire to fight. So there is... Would it be possible for you to go in the cave and find this dangerous item that posts a danger to you all that we have reason to believe is in this cave?
The bullywug...
It's bad item. Bad, evil.
Kaz, roll a persuasion check. The bullywug looks scared when you say that into its mind. And it begins kind of pounding the ground with its front arms. And it waves the axe back at the cave again. And tries to say some things. And then it opens its mouth and makes motions like it's putting things in its mouth.
Okay, so if we feed what's in the cave, we can go in. Can you show us what it eats?
The bullywug takes its axe and just sort of waves it around him as if to gesture just at everything around him.
Okay. So you will permit us to gather food and go in the cave and present the food to your friend. And your friend will not eat us?
Roll another persuasion check, please.
Hot diggity daffodils.
Wow. All right.
Just call me the frog whisperer.
The frog looks around at his compatriots and he croaks at them. And they begin sort of moving in what almost seems like a choreographed fashion to form a path between you and the cave.
Okay. I'm gonna send thoughts of like thanking.
The bullywug leader does not look particularly like enthusiastic. He doesn't look. He looks like he's almost like afraid of what's about to happen as he croaks at you.
I mean, we didn't just show up unannounced to do all this, so understandable. All right, I'm gonna motion back to the others to start grabbing food around the area, hunting small animals, or I don't know what this thing eats, so we need a variety. Mushrooms and squirrels and shit.
I'll let my tiger catch a squirrel. And then just to freak the frogs out, I'll come around the corner riding the tiger with the squirrel and it's dangling from its mouth.
I'm gonna send images of my companions to the frog guy and say, here's who I'm with. These are the agents of good that have come to help the cave. Appreciate your cooperation.
The bullywug leader once again waves his axe at you, waves his axe at the cave, and makes the motion of the food again, and points back at the cave with his axe, and then does like a slitting motion across his throat, and then points his axe back at you again and begins croaking some more.
All right, I take it we need to not harm the creature, or you will attack us. I can understand that.
Yeah, he sort of hops up and down.
Yeah, alright. We will... You must understand we'll defend ourselves if necessary, but we certainly do not want any bloodshed here. I understand this is your home. Are everybody else grabbing food, I assume, while I'm talking all this?
What are you guys trying to do exactly? Like, what kind of food are you grabbing?
What's going on with this fire down there? Are they cooking anything on the fire?
That bullywug, if you look down there, he did have a rabbit on a spit, and he was turning it over this fire. He has stopped now. He has put the rabbit to the side, and is joined with his compatriots and staring at you.
Well, I'm going to come down here because I'm still invisible. Apparently he's distracted, staring, and I'm going to sneak the rabbit away.
Okay.
A brief moment of comedy.
Steal the rabbit.
Huh? Yeah, presumably we're just grabbing like just a wide variety of berries and animals and mushrooms and plant matter and just all kinds of shit.
Okay, everybody is doing that. Roll a survival check for me.
I accidentally advantage, but my first number is the correct number.
Oh, I was...
Your first number was correct number 2. Okay, is that everybody? Or Corinne's not doing it because she's invisible. The first 3 of you are able to, in the few minutes, or I don't know, like let's say like 10 minutes has gone by. You all are able to go out and either find berries of some sort, or maybe one of you caught a rabbit. I don't know, Halfred, you got a bow and arrow. You probably saw some bird or rabbit or something and hunted it. Tim, you didn't find anything like that. You didn't find anything that actively seems like food to you.
Never do.
You do have your fistfuls of leeches that you've held on to, but you're not sure if that qualifies as food or not.
I mean, they are native to this area.
So you all have at least something to offer.
All right. Assume I don't know. Should I? Do we all need something then, or are those assume we're gonna have a giant pile?
It's unclear.
I'll ask him that. I'm gonna say, does everybody that comes through need to offer something, or do we all can, as a group, just throw a big pile?
The frog looks distressed by that second option, and he motions his axe to the cave, and he motions it like moving down the path that his other bullywugs have made. Like, as if to indicate movement of some kind.
So we need to go in one at a time.
Or he's motioning from the cave to, like, where he's at.
Oh, he's gonna bring it out.
That is what you gather from his motions.
Okay. Well, shit, if he's gonna bring it out, then Corinne, you stay invisible and just go into the cave while we deal with the creature.
Will do.
Okay, so we can just pile all our food out here. All right, let's do that then, I guess. I assume we're ready with food.
Okay. All the frogs begin chattering at once, and the two at the cave, one of them bumps into you, Corinne, but he looks around like he bumped into rocks, and he's unsure what just happened, and he continues into the cave. And so does this one, and you see them go not very far, maybe 3 or 4 feet into this cave, and you hear them croaking loudly, and then they run out very quickly and take positions to the sides here. And you all see that bulbous green shape begin to writhe and move about inside, and the tentacles at its side begin to wave. And you hear a low, deep groan from something. And emerging from the cave is a hideous creature. Solidly 18 feet tall. It has 3 eye stalks on the top of its head that are constantly like jittering and looking around. Where its arms should be, it instead has 2 large tentacles on either side of its body. And it just sort of waddles as it walks. And it comes out about this far, and it looks around, and it just lets out this long moan almost. Something between a moan and like a roar. And the eye stalks just sort of look around, and it opens its mouth.
I'll kick the tiger to make it roar back at him.
Is this as far as it's coming?
Yeah, right now.
I sneak in the cave.
Okay.
Are the other bullywugs have any food at all?
No, they don't. Not on them. In fact, Corinne stole that rabbit from the one that was cooking it, so no, they really have nothing.
Let's run up there and start. I'm gonna ask him, like, do we literally throw food in its mouth or put it on the ground?
The bullywug repeats that motion where he opens his mouth and just drops food in.
All right, guys, get up here and start playing basketball with this thing.
Oh, and I throw my rabbit like over here at its foot. So.
Corinne,
and
you
I'm
do
going
that.
in the cave.
As you're going into the cave, you throw that rabbit onto the ground over there, one of the tentacles of this creature immediately just snatches it off the ground and drops it into its gaping maw. And the thing sort of waddles back and forth a bit and advances a little bit farther. Corinne, inside the cave, you see it's not very deep. You see at the back end of the cave, about 10 feet from your position, drawn on the back end of the cave seems to be what at first just looks like somebody, like graffiti almost, like someone scrawled on the back of this cave. But it looks like half of a sun carved onto this back wall of this cave.
Is there anything else in the cave besides the cave paintings?
That is it. That cave painting is probably about 2 or 3 feet from the ground. And other than that, this cave is completely empty. You see a little bit of slime and stuff along the walls from this creature that is now out. But nothing else is in the cave.
Okay, I'm gonna go inspect the paintings and press on that half sun.
Okay, roll an investigation check for me, please. You see nothing immediately. Outside, the creature is flailing its arms again and making the same moaning noise that it was making a moment ago.
Toss more food.
I'm gonna use my mage hand to carry some food over and just drop it in its gullet.
All right, Bryces, you do that, and the tongue of this creature comes out to meet the mage-handed food, and the tongue seems to wrap around the food and bring it into its mouth, and it once again sort of waddles back and forth and advances a little bit. Corinne, you may roll another investigation or perception check, either one. You're looking around and you don't see anything. The carving on the back wall appears to just be, it looks just like someone almost hastily carved the symbol of a half sun on this back wall here. Outside, the creature is again advancing and moaning at you all.
More mage hand.
You, Bryces, have expended everything you had to give him.
Oh, yeah. Is there like a regular frog that I can see that I can have my mage hand catch?
Well, Alfred, some of us still have food, right?
Yeah. 3 of you still, I think. Well, Kazan and Halfred, yeah, you did.
Me and my kitty cat are gonna back up then.
I'll toss food in there.
Okay, you toss a collection of berries and mushrooms and stuff that you have managed to gather, and they go plopping into its mouth. And he waddles and seems happy with the offering. Corinne, you may try again.
A little better.
Little better. What you see, you don't see anything on the wall that you're looking at. The carving just seems to be a carving, but the ground directly beneath where this carving is not as compact as the rest of the cave. It looks like this ground has been disturbed at some point in the near past.
Does the ground feel sturdy when I step on it, or does it feel like it's giving there?
It feels like it's giving a little bit, but not like there's anything underneath it. It feels like it's been dug up recently. fairly recently.
Okay, I'm gonna get down and start moving dirt, like digging with my hands.
Okay. Will you give me an athletics check, please? Okay. You're able to claw some of the dirt out. Meanwhile, outside, the creature is advancing farther. And the bullywugs seem to be getting a little agitated now. Like, they're getting worried as the creature has advanced this far out from the cave. And the bullywug leader looks to you, Kazan, and is motioning his axe from you to the cave and back and forth. Expectantly.
Okay. I'm gonna tell Tim to go in there. Just run into it because it's your thing. Maybe you'll recognize something in there.
Running, running, running.
And then Halford will, I assume, use his food. I think that's the last food we've got.
Halford, you gonna get up there and give him your food?
Okay.
So,
The ritual.
the ritual continues.
It's not. You can stand there though, but
Okay. Tim, you get into the cave and you see Corinne on all fours, just digging at the ground with her bare hands. What do you do?
You fool.
So what do you do when you come in and see her that way?
I shake my head.
You don't help?
Good night.
This seems to be going well. Goodbye.
I guess I'll help, but I mean, why should I? Ooh, I wonder if Blasting Hammer would be good on this one.
From what you understand of your magical attunement, you suspect Blasting Hammer would be amazing at this. What it was
Get out of the way, Gran.
what it was designed for, in fact. Digging through earth and stone.
Get 15 feet away from me, everyone.
Do it. Do it.
Corinne, are you
I'm
ready?
gonna step back.
Okay.
Go slightly deeper in the cave.
I'd warn everybody what's going on, but I don't know what's going on, so...
You don't.
You don't? It's great.
Ooh.
Blast damage.
Tim,
Destroy that shield.
you put your hammer into the earth right where Corinne was digging. You feel the earth around you. I don't know if I have an explosion sound effect. Do I have an explosion sound effect?
This is how we fish for leeches.
You feel the energy of the blast hammer surround you and extend out through the head of the hammer, and the ground in front of you erupts in a flurry of stone and dirt. And when it's all said and done, you see a hole about 10 feet deep that has been dug in front of you. It's sort of a wide hole, and two things are happening. One, this cave is beginning to collapse around you.
No.
And two, at the bottom of this hole, you see a shimmering golden sword laying at the bottom of this hole.
Oh, it was the sword?
It was the sword, yeah.
But no
The whole
shield.
time I thought
No
it was the shield.
No, the shield. The journal said the shield was back in the tower. The sword was
Oh, my
buried.
bad.
False alarm, everyone. No shield. Let's go.
Tim needs a third weapon.
Outside, all the bullywug have started freaking out. They're
What's all the fuss about?
they're all croaking at you all wildly and pointing their weapons, and the large creature in front of you has advanced on you, and its tentacles are waving wildly in front of it, and it is making a moaning sound as it approaches you.
tell the bullywug, I told you that artifact was evil. Good thing we came here in time.
I step up and greet the wriggling mass.
Did you get the sword? We need to get the fuck out of here.
What sword? There's no shield.
Oh. Alright. Bye, Cave. Let's get the fuck out of here.
I grab the sword.
Tim, as you grab the sword, you are suddenly barraged with a set of memories.
Puberty was terrible.
You do, in fact, remember this sword. You have flashes, a few flashes of your time with another gentleman that you recognize as Enabrin, your brother. And you feel, assuming you're not attuned to 3 items already, you feel that this...
I'll drop my scarf if I am.
Okay. This sword has been attuned to you the entire time, even if you haven't been attuned to it. No one else has used it since you, and it feels as though it is yours. It is Dawn Strike.
Ooh.
This weapon is only attunable by a Faithful of Lathander, and any Faithful of Lathander is considered proficient with this weapon. It has a +2 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with the weapon. When unsheathed, it emits a 20-foot radius aura of bright light around you. When you deal damage with Dawn Strike, you may, as a reaction, heal one creature within the aura for half the damage dealt.
Wow.
That's pretty awesome.
As you attune to this weapon, and as you feel it, the memories of it, you also remember a shield that looked like a sunrise in your right hand. And you remember that the two of these two items made each other stronger. And that if you were also attuned to Dawn Guard, the radius of the light aura is increased to 40 feet. And you emerge from the cave holding your sword. And you emerge to chaos as bullywugs are seemingly screaming in their frog voices at your friends, and this large creature is waving its tentacles wildly, seemingly just
I
confused.
hold up my sword
Alright.
and let the light bathe over them.
We got it. Let's get out of here.
And I say, pretty cool, right, guys?
Great. Let's go.
Yep. We're getting out of here. Egress.
It's very shiny.
Good sword. Let's go.
Thank you.
You should try to stab one of the bullywugs, see what it does.
Is that the purpose of this? Okay.
No one's actively attacking you right now, but it does seem like everyone's becoming hostile around you.
Yeah. I'm out. Let's go. I don't know how many times I can kill everybody.
I'm gonna try to distract the bullywugs by making my tiger roar real loud.
As I run through them, I point at my sword going, pretty cool.
The bullywugs seem more frightened of what the creature is doing than awed by your sword.
Don't get eaten.
The bullywug croaks
God.
loudly and angrily at you a few times as you all round the corner.
All right, I throw some leeches at him.
Okay, show some leeches.
Goodbye, frog friends. Goodbye.
You all are
Thank you for your hospitality.
You all are fairly certain that as you round the corner of trees and run away, you're fairly certain you see the giant creature tentacle one of the bullywugs and lift it up to drop it into its gaping maw.
Well, that's what you get for worshiping a giant tentacled frog monster.
But that is the last thing you guys see as you flee
Comes with the territory.
from this area. And as
Another job well done.
as you run away, we will call that for the evening.
Another peaceful society disrupted by our heroic antics. Possibly exterminated.
Let's do some experience. You all took out 1 Warforged Guardian. That was worth 3,900 experience. One Warforged Mage, which is worth 2,900 experience. Two Gargoyles that are worth 450 experience apiece. For relatively peacefully recovering the sword, you all gained 4,000 experience. And I'm actually going to go ahead and give you the... Well, yeah, you guys are done. I'm going to give you the quest experience for the Secrets of T.I.M.
The Secrets of T.I.M.
Which was 2,500 experience.
Gives us a total of 14,200 divided by 5 is 2,840 plus our current 50,926 is 53,766.
And the Secret of T.I.M will be moved to your completed quests. 53. All right. Okie doke. Thank you to Eric, Heather, Reese, Rochelle, and Raymond. I am Chris. We're here doing D&D 5th edition Storm King's Thunder every week. We will see you next time.